Well, good morning, everyone. Hello, Alexander here. I'm coming to you from London, England. I'm taking the boys out for a walk. My two dogs, Lincoln and Alice. We're going to the park today. They do love this. Hope all is well. Sorry for the bouncing. I'm excited I can walk. The reason why I'm coming on today, Facebook Live, is because I've been MIA on here for a while. I haven't been posting much and haven't really been interacting a lot. For those of you that know me, I'm a cruise director with Princess Cruises, and I've been there for about a year and a bit. I was on the Emerald Princess for a while, and then I was transferred to the Royal Princess. And when I was there, something happened, and I'm going to tell you. It was in early part of December where I woke up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, as you do, and I couldn't walk. I had numbness in my legs, and not like a normal pins and needles, but numbness, and it kind of freaked me out. So, me being me, I didn't do anything about it. I just pushed because that's what you do. Not to sound like a hero, just who I am. I pushed, and then it got really bad where my doctor on the ship said, you need to see a specialist. So I was in Cozumel, and they gave me an MRI, and they saw that I had bulging discs in my back. And I thought, okay, well, that's no fun, so I'll go home. So they sent me home, saw a doctor here, and it wasn't a bulging disc. However, just the crosswalk now, going to the park. So it wasn't a bulging disc, although I have 3 in my back and 2 in my neck. The spinal specialist saw something else. Oh, goody. So, I see the spinal specialist in London, supposedly the best, and he sees white dots in my spinal cord. Okay, I don't know what that means. So, he's like, I think you have something, but I don't want to tell you in case it's not that, but I want you to go to a neurologist. So, hi guys, I see a couple of you watching. Good to see you. So I went to a neurologist, allegedly the best one in London. Had to go private because even though we have NHS here, National Health Services, it was going to take me 3 to 5 months to be seen. So I went private, and the neurologist did 2 more MRIs. So I'm actually at 5 MRIs since I've been home, and it turns out I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, or as we know, MS. So, since I've been home, my lovely husband, Ben, has been taking care of me and going above and beyond. And, oh, Dima, you like the beard? Everyone else likes this. Well, not everyone, but I miss you, Dima. So I have MS, and it got worse. For those that don't know what MS is, it's an autoimmune disease that your body is attacking the sheath that covers your nerves. So the best way to describe it is if your nerve is your bone and your skin is the sheath, my body is attacking that. So it was going up and down where I could walk a little bit better. They gave me some steroids. They didn't really help the first round of steroids, and so I couldn't walk. So Ben was taking care of me, doing everything for me, and it got worse. My balance was off. I couldn't stand. He was getting to the place where, like, Ben obviously has to work, so I was afraid to go into the shower, afraid I was going to fall over and die. I couldn't get ready by myself. It was getting really bad, where there was numbness in my hands and in my legs, and it was just bad. So that was, February. Well, end of February, beginning of March, it got even worse, where some of my friends and family saw me with it, and couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was quite scary. So then I went back on some more steroids, which isn't fun. If you ever have to take like a heavy dose of steroids, I mean, you know me, I like my cake, I like to eat, but this was getting just silly. I wanted cake all the time. I mean, I always want cake all the time, but I wanted it as soon as I ate dinner. I was hungry again, and I'm never hungry. For those of you who know me, I only eat when I'm bored, which means I'm bored a lot, but this was worse. I was always hungry. I put on some weight, which is, you know, common for me. It's a thing I do. I've been doing it since I was a little kid. It just happens to work for me. But yeah, so it got really bad, and this awful taste in your mouth from these steroids. I mean, disgusting. And I had it for like 2 weeks. Anyhow, do the steroids, and now I don't know if the steroids are just kicked me back into the way I was, but now I can walk again. It's been, I think, 2 weeks where I'm walking normal, where I have my balance back. All right, and there's Ellis coughing up along. That's nice. Yeah, so now I'm back to me. Now the thing with MS, once I heard it from the spinal specialist, he kind of alluded to it, and I was like, okay, so I did my research on it. And then when the neurologist said, so I think you've got MS, I was also prepared. Then my lovely mother came to visit us for 3 weeks, and I had another MRI with brain contrast, where they inject you with the fluid and stuff. And in the 3 weeks between my 2 brain scans, I had another huge lesion about the size of the palm of my hand in the front part of my brain. So that was kind of scary. And the neurologist, Dr. Ben Turner, very good. If you ever need a neurologist in London, go to him. So that I've got severe MS, which means it's going to progress fast unless I get on treatment. The treatments that they have, there's no cure for MS. What happens is you have these episodes that can last a week or last 6 months. Mine lasted maybe 4 months, and then 3 months, and then I think I had another episode, and that's when it got worse. So these episodes come and go. I can have another one in 7 years, or I could have another one tomorrow. You just don't know. It just comes and goes. So that's the joys of multiple sclerosis. Now, the treatment they want me to do, there are 13 different treatments. The one he wants me to do is where they basically kill your immune system, and you have to live like a hermit for a few months. And sorry, my dogs are fighting with who gets to pee where. Look how cute they are. Alice, hi. Lincoln, hello. The treatment that he wants me to do is a 1 in 30% mortality. Now, I take risks, but that one was kind of scary. So he and I, you know me, I like to fight. So he and I had a little strongly worded discussion in the doctor's office, and I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not taking that risk. Because of course there's no cure. It would just calm down the symptoms and make the episodes happen less frequently. So kills your immune system, and then it brings back the parts without the MS thing. So the one we agreed on is a 1 in 500% mortality. Or 1 in 500, 1 in 500 mortality, which really excites me. So the problem with that is, to do it is £26,000 to go private, and then to go NHS, I just have to wait 6 months. But I'm going back to the ship in 4 weeks, so that's not going to happen. So yes, so I'm just kind of living my life as normal. You know, 1,000 people, or not 1,000 because I've only told like 10, but people that I've told all think they know the cure for MS, and everyone likes to tell me what I should do and shouldn't do. And, you know, everyone's doing gluten-free diet, paleo diet, no dairy, no this, no that. Cake isn't one of the options, unfortunately. Even though, if you guys live in England, if you go to Co-op, they've got this Madeira cake. It's like a slice of it. I mean, I think it's for 4 people, but somehow I managed to eat it in about 2 minutes by myself. And that's not even the steroids talking, that's just fatty old me. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait because Princess has been really good about taking care of my medical and stuff. But this one, funnily enough, the 26,000 they won't pay for. That's 26,000 pounds, folks. That's like $3,300 for 10 pills. So hold on, I'm gonna let the boys sit. I'm gonna let them off so they can run. Good boys. Sorry, I'm just taking care of my dogs at the same time. Sit, please. Good boy. So now I've got to keep an eye on them because they're just running loose. If Ben's watching this, sorry, I let them go in the park. So yeah, so it's something I've just got to deal with. It could be way worse. It could be, stage 4 cancer, but it's just MS. It's not fun. I don't love it. It's affected Ben and it's affected our lives for the past 4 months. And it will affect us the rest of my life. The only time I didn't get depressed, even though depression is like a big thing with it because there's no cure. My best friend Carrie and Michael and Ben and I went for dinner. I went for lunch after my appointment with my neurologist, the second to last one. And we're trying to have a baby. We matched with a wonderful lady to be our surrogate in October, and we were meant to do the insemination in November, but because I'm opening up the new princess ship, the Sky Princess, the timing didn't work out where I'd be home and stuff like that, so we put it off until last month, but then something came up, so we're gonna put it off again. But the only thing that kind of freaked me out was like being the dad in a wheelchair, and that's the first time like I broke down and got sad and stuff, because like I just didn't want to be that dad. And like, obviously, a lot of you guys know my dad passed away last year, and he was an older dad. And I didn't want to be an older dad, but it looks like that's going to be the case because I've waited so long. But I just was thinking I didn't want to be an old dad. And the thought of me being in a wheelchair and having to live in a bungalow or ranch style house for the Americans, I like steps. I like walking down the stairs at Christmas and seeing the Christmas tree. But I can't because, Ellis is going after a big dog, and I'm just gonna let him do it. I'm gonna turn my back and pretend like I don't see it. I'm a responsible dog owner. So that's what we've kind of been dealing with. And it's not been fun. And Gareth, you're not an old dad. At least you don't look it. But I love you both, and congratulations, Sorrento's adorable. Here come the dogs. So that's kind of what we've been going through. That's the life we've been living. That's why I've been MIA for this time. And well, fingers crossed, they come up with a cure sometime, according to all these people I'm seeing online, all these MS doctors. There is no cure, and there will not be a cure for a long time. There was a cure that someone at Cambridge came up with for multiple sclerosis, and it turns out it gave them another disease, which is actually fatal. So you get rid of a disease not fatal to get a disease that's fatal. So Alice finds a hilarious name for her. No, not Alice, it's Ellis, like Ellis Island, and Lincoln, because I'm from New York, Ellis, and then Ben's from Lincoln, so we called him Lincoln. Sorry, Alice. Yes, so that's the thing, so it's not fatal. It's just something I'm gonna have to live with the rest of my life, and hopefully the severity of my episodes aren't as bad as that first one, because that was bad, guys. Imagine not being able to walk, and you just feel like you're just hopeless and helpless, and thank God I had Ben to be here to take care of me. But it was scary. It was not my favorite thing I've experienced. So listen, if you have numbness, if you feel shaky, if you twitch, my leg twitches all the time, and my balance was off and stuff like that. Fatigue, you get tired really easily. Yeah, maybe it's the weight that I'm tired all the time. No, it's the MS. I'm gonna blame the MS. So yeah, so if you have those things, just get tested. What it is, it's multiple sclerosis is basically multiple scarring in your brain, and that's what I've got. Tons of scars in my brain. A huge one now, lucky me. But they also saw it in my spinal cord. So. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Sorry I've been MIA, like I said, for the 17th time. I promise I'll be back and annoying everyone with my Facebook updates and stuff. I just kind of wanted to share what I've been going through, and my friends that were on the Emerald and the Royal Princess. I don't have any friends on the Royal Princess, just one, but they just so you guys knew what was going on. And you know, when I left, it was because of this, thanks, Adam. Oh, listen, if you guys get a chance to see Les Mis in the next few weeks in London, go see Adam on a Monday. He's the most amazing Valjean I've ever seen. So go to Les Mis before it closes and they reopen it. I don't know what's going on with that. Yes, you gotta stay positive with this thing, because a lot of people get depressed, and like I said, depression's a big thing. There are worse things in life that could have happened to me. I didn't think that I was gonna get MS, because when you think of MS, you think of like Annette Funicello, who was an original Mouseketeer. That's what I think of, you know, in a wheelchair. And when Selma Blair posted that video of her, that was when I was really going through the worst of my episode, and just to see her, how positive she was with the whole thing, was really great. Now, what's her name? Terry Greer, who was in Tootsie and stuff. She also has MS. She's not coping with it well. I think it's all in the attitude. It's all, you know, how you live your life. But you guys know me. I'm always positive, and life is good and life is short, and you know, you got to live for the day. And like I'm telling all my friends, a lot of my friends are going through other shit right now. Everything happens the way it's supposed to, in the time it's supposed to. You know, Ben and I have done some crazy stuff in the past 6 years we've been together, and I always wonder why I did it, why I made the decision, and everything happens the way it's supposed to. You know, when I left Celebrity Cruises, I was really excited to leave and get, you know, something else. And then I was gone for 6 months and I missed it and thought, why did I do that? And now I couldn't be happier that I left. Same thing when we went to Phoenix, Arizona. I thought, why are we going to Phoenix? There's got to be a reason when we left. What was the reason? Well, the reason, oh, my dogs are fighting with a bulldog. Fantastic. The reason why we went to Phoenix was because that's what got me into Princess. And it's just everything works out the way it's supposed to. So same thing with this illness is I'm not going to stress. It is hard. It is depressing sometimes, but you just gotta live your life and do it with a smile, because life is too short, guys. So that's it. That's all I've got to say about multiple sclerosis. I can't spell it, but I can say MS and I can spell MS. So that's it. Thank you guys, the few that I have told before. Thank you guys for the positive words and stuff, and for everyone that's here sending nice messages. Thank you guys. Oh, there are my dogs. Well, there's one. Hi, Lincoln. You're gonna stay by me all the time? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, thank you guys, and take care of yourselves. I'll be back, hopefully with an update as far as what the treatment's gonna be, because as you know, I'm not doing the 1 in 30% chance of death, or 1 in 30, yeah, 30 people. I don't know what it is. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. I don't know where my dogs are. There's one, and the other one's down there, I think. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Have a great day. Have a nice life. Live it every day. And not to be, like, I'm not dying, so not like that, but, like, you've just got to enjoy every day, and the stresses at work aren't worth it. If you hate your job, leave your job. There's always something better out there. Trust me, I leave my job every 5 years because I get bored, unless I'm stimulated, and everything's worked out just fine and dandy. Hopefully I come back to you guys soon with news about baby. We're really hoping to have news in the next couple weeks, but things have changed. So hopefully we have good news soon before I, well, not before I go to the next ship, because that's too soon. But anyway, yeah, hopefully we have a baby announcement soon. And yeah, and if you see Ben or you know Ben, tell him he's amazing, because I got really lucky with my husband, because, you know, when we met on the ship 6 years ago, it was just supposed to be for fun. And then it turned out to be the most amazing person I've ever met. And he's taken care of me through all this, and no complaining, even though I ask him every day. And I apologize for being sick. He doesn't let me. He's just here for me. So if you see him and you know him, send him some love, because he deserves it. He's the best thing ever. And that's it. I'm gonna let my dogs run around this beautiful park. If you live near Catford, come to Mountfield Park. I used to think it was Mountsfield, but I think it's Mountfield. I don't know. Beautiful. And it's a great day. Go out and enjoy life. And thank you guys for watching this. And I'll be back. Take care. And don't get MS. It sucks. Bye, guys. See ya.